Hello and welcome back to Designing with Reggie. So today I made a video earlier about the new book that I got, and I thought it was time for me to refresh you about how to drape and get back familiar with how to drape. So let's get started. When you start, you get your piece of muslin and you draw 1 inch or an inch and a half down the length of the muslin. That serves as your center front. When you start to pin, you can feel right here, you can feel that center front. And when you want to pin, don't stab the mannequin because it hurts her. We don't want her to hurt. We don't want to hurt Chandeliera. That's her name. I named her Chandeliera. Now, I'm going to show you, you pin, stick the pin in, and let it come out the other side, just like that. And then you do the same thing all the way down to the waist, right here. Now, here comes the interesting part. This right here, what do we do? Well, I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do what we call clip and awe. So let's clip and awe, shall we? So I'm going, because you see all this tension right here, it's pulling. We don't want that. So we're going to come here and cut what looks like it's going to be the neck hold. And look at there, no tension. That's what we like, no tension. So we're going to use our hands and smooth. Make sure you don't pull, smooth, okay? Because if you pull, it gets too tight and you can't move. So you come down here to the side seam and you pin right along the side seam. Ouch, oops, I hit my pin myself. So you keep going right along the side seam, just like this. Pinning just like I told you. Let me turn so you can see. Pin just like I told you. All the way up to the arm cap at probably 1 inch intervals. So you can really hunker that fabric down. Just like that, okay? You can see how I'm pinning, just like that. And I'm almost to the arm cap. I'm gonna stop right here because you always want to drop a 1/2 inch low so you can have room to move with your arms. Now, Reggie, what's all this? What's all this? Well, this is gonna become a French dart or a side dart. So what you do is you start on your side seam. Let me pull you in so you can see. You start on your side seam or French dart seam, which is your style line, which is a style line. And then you pin all the way to the apex. And the apex is what? I just taught it to you in the previous video. I don't hear you. What is the apex? That's right. It's the highest point of the bust. Now we can start. What? Look. Let me show you this. Look at all this ugliness. It's tension. So what we're going to do is release some of that tension with our method. Clip and awe. So we're going to cut and get rid of all of this right here because we don't need it. Throw it away. But you see all this tension right here? Let me show you how to get rid of that tension. Look at how it just fell. See, did you see that? It just fell. So you continue to clip and all, clip and breathe. Clip. You can do one more here if you want, and breathe. See how that tension right there just went away? Now you can get rid of this right here because we don't need any of this. Once we do that, get rid of that. Now it's time to mark our form. Now, I use 2 markers. I use one to mark my style lines. And if I make a mistake with this, I go back over it and make the correction with the black. So when I'm true in my pattern, I know which style lines to follow. So let's mark the neckline, shoulder, around the arm cap where the arm will be. And don't forget to drop down 1 inch from the bottom of the arm cap so you can raise your arms. And let me turn around so you can see it, I'm sorry. Mark your dart here. And then mark your dart under there. And then, oh, I got some tension. Let's get rid of that. Clip. And oh, see how that laid down? You see how this is flapping? Watch this. Clip. And oh, it gave it some room to breathe. And then it just fell straight. Absolutely wonderful. Now continue with your waistline. Remember, your waistline is at the bottom of the tape, not at the top. This is your natural waistline, not this. Then you mark your side seam and you are done. This is your drape for your simple bodice. So I'm going to do the back, and once I do the back, then we will have a completely draped bodice. Happy designing. See you soon.